When singing, you want to keep your arms down by your side in a loose form. To know that it's right, lift your arms up and let them drop. Leave them in this position. For legs, you want them shoulder width apart, facing forward. This allows the chest to be more open and allows you to sing. When you want to sing, breathe in through your nose, as it allows less particles to go through your airways. This is because of cilia. The cilia in your nose are little microscopic cells that have little hairs that collect any dirt and bacteria. This prevents any of that going into your air lungs, causing more air to freely flow in and out when inhaling and exhaling. When exhaling for singing, breathe through your mouth. So what you want to do is breathe through your nose and breathe out your mouth. This allows you to use your breath coming out your mouth for singing. If you want to have your vocal cords as open as possible for singing, you should do some warm-ups. Warm-ups like humming, your A, E, I's and O's, and tongue twisters are the best. You may also want to do sirens, which I will show later. The first one I will do is the humming. Something you want to do before you sing and warm-ups is stretches. Stretching your neck, your body, and especially above, allows you to open up your vocals more. Few of them, which I will show now, are very easy to do. One that you can do is turn your neck to the side and rub your hands down your neck. Doing this stretches the muscles in your neck, allowing your vocal cords to widen more as there is more room. Another one that you can do is turn your tongue 10 ways in a circle, then immediately 10 ways in the other, like this. And another one that you can do is from your palms, go up to your head and rub them down your face. Allow your jaw to open when stretching. Do that a few times. Another warm-up you can do is your vowel exercises, which I will show now. If it's too low, sing at the pitch your voice is more comfortable at. And if it's too high, then stop. One other warm-up you can do is your tongue twisters. The one I will be doing is Fuzzy Wuzzy, which goes Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? We'll start out slow, pick it up, and then do different pitches for it. So we'll go Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? So we'll pick that up now. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Then we'll do different pitches. We'll go high, we'll go low, any one. Obviously get a range, it'll be better for your voice. So Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? And then Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? One other thing that you can do as a warm-up is your sirens. This I usually leave for last, as it has the most range that you'll ever need. This goes from your low to your falsetto. What a falsetto is your head voice, which is the voice you use when it feels like it's coming from up here more than your diaphragm. This means it uses more air and it's harder to hold. So working from your diaphragm up allows you to hit those notes more constantly, allows your vocal cords not to be damaged when doing it, and allows you to keep versatile and keep doing it more. So what you want to do is take your deep breath. When you take your deep breath, you want it to come from your core. So you want to put your hands like this, breathe in, and you want your hands like this, and when they do it, should expand like this. When that's happened, you know that you've breathed through your diaphragm. So we'll start. The sirens will go. Again. There are multiple parts to the anatomy of your voice, one of them being the larynx or the voice box, situated atop the trachea, which is your throat. It contains 9 cartilage pieces, which is including the thyroid and the cricoid, which houses the vocal folds. The vocal folds, or the vocal cords, are two bands of muscles and ligaments that are adduct, which means closed, for phonation, and abduct, open, for breathing. The space between the vocal folds is the glottis. And then you also have the diaphragm and lungs, which is the power source for your voice box, which forces air open through the trachea to vibrate the folds. Your diaphragm being down lower, which is around here, and your lungs, which is why you breathe in through your nose, having your fingers expand on your stomach. You want to think of it as fully around, not just here, open. You want to feel like your full body expands, which is why your fingers will come apart. You've also got the articulators and resonators. The pharynx, oval cavity, hard and soft palates, and nasal cavity, which amplify sound and shape it into speech, or for this, singing. This is how your vocal cords will allow vibrations to come out your mouth. Breathing in through your nasal cavity also allows different tempo, pitch, all sorts. So it'll also affect accents. If you need to sing in accents, different accents are more nasally than others. Foods that you should eat for singing are things like leafy greens and lean proteins. Lean proteins to give you enough energy to keep singing, and leafy greens are healthy in vitamins, which allow your body to use them as energy, allowing you to sing better, longer, and much more clearer than you would for other foods. Some foods that you should avoid are caffeine. Caffeine does seem good as it's known for giving you energy. However, it does dehydrate the body, which makes it harder for you to sing and speak, which creates problems when that is what you want to do, which can cause you to sing for less, damages your voice box, and more. Chocolate is something that you shouldn't eat, as it coats your mouth and your voice, which can cause damages to your vocal cords, and your vocals will come out worse. It can also cause nodes, which are harmful to your throat. This could cause you to be unable to sing for long hours, to even weeks and months and even years. Nodes is something that you want to keep clear of. This is why you do exercises such as your vocal, your humming, all those warm-ups, or the stretching. This prevents damaging your vocal cords, which, if you eat chocolate, can negate and damage your vocal cords. Another food that you shouldn't eat in large quantities is actually spicy food. Yes, a little bit of spicy food may be good, as it can open up your voice box more. However, you do not want to eat too much. This can cause more damaging than actual help. Because of this, small doses, which you can have with leafy greens and lean proteins, may help. But however, if your diet consistently has spicy foods, it will never help you singing, as it will damage it more than it will help it. So you should mostly stay clear of spicy foods. More foods that you should avoid is milk, cheese, butter, yogurt. All dairy products should be avoided, as they are thought to create a sensation of a blocked voice or a sticky feeling in the throat. This is because it coats your throat and mouth, which can cause damages to your vocal cords, which can cause nodes. Like I said about nodes before, these are not good, as they can stop you from singing and speaking for long times, for years, months, and much longer than you want. This can cause your vocal cords to be constantly damaged, create a harder for you to sing, and prevent any speaking that is not needed, which lessens chances of communication, which can cause more damaging if you have nodes.